my dears, this is Sarah. We are going to cover some material on how to transfer an image that you print on your printer onto wood. I did a wood crate. This is what we've got going for my latest project. And so I'm gonna walk you through the whole process. We'll add the same label on this side. We are going to use, this is kind of fun, it's two things from your kitchen that you may not know would work. We're gonna use wax paper. I've heard you can do this on parchment paper, but I'd already bought my wax paper, so that's okay. There's a few methods out there on how to do this, but this is the one that I'm liking right now. Wax paper and a spoon. You're gonna need like a wet cotton ball or like a wet rag, just damp, okay? You need a printer, and you don't want a laser printer. This isn't gonna work if you use a laser printer. It will melt the wax, and you just get a big old mess in your printer. So you want just regular inkjet printer. You need, of course, whatever you're gonna add your image to. A lot of people will do tables, like little end tables are really cute. I am crazy about wording on crates. I already have more ideas of what I'm gonna do. Of course, any sign that you wanna make. Okay, then you also need to figure out your design. Graphics Fairy. I think she's the best out there that I know of. People love her. It's a blog, and what she does, and I think it's daily, she puts out vintage graphics, and so it's super fun around the holidays. You can pull stuff off there, and a lot of it is royalty free. She's pretty careful with that, but she says, you know, if you're gonna like sell something, do your research. I think that's her stand on that. But anytime you need an old vintage picture or wording, you go to Graphics Fairy. She's awesome. It's a part of a design, and it says roasted ground coffee. Oh, there was more going on in this design, but I cropped it, and then I put 1906 on it because that is the date of our farmhouse, so I'm partial to that year. And I also am gonna link this exact one that I'm using today. I'll give you guys a link in the description, and then you can just print it out. You don't have to mess with it if you don't want to. As long as you're okay with 1906 and, you know, roasted ground coffee, which is, I don't know, I think it's cute for all kinds of things. But if you want to get a little more creative, or you have something that's more custom, go to canva.com. That is just a free online graphics design website you can use. I mean, there's a professional upgrade you can get, but I've only ever used the free one. I use it for all my blog stuff and all my graphics and stuff, so it's not hard, it's really user-friendly. First thing I'm gonna show you is you need to get your piece of wax paper. And this part you gotta be a little bit careful on. You're gonna grab, this is just a regular piece of printer paper, and there's probably a better way to do this, like lay it flat on the table and trace it out or something, but this will work as well. So just line up one edge real carefully, and then we're just gonna cut it out. Now I am going to put it in my printer, clearly, but this is a really, really important step, okay? There's two things that if you do not get this right, it will mess it up. So this is the first one. You want to reverse the design. So I have an Apple laptop. When I go on my computer, I hit print, and then it's like printer layout options, so I have to click into another screen. Just mess around with your computer, and you'll find something that says like print. Mine is like print reverse horizontally, I think is what mine says, and you just check the little box, and it flips your design. It's not hard, but you have to do it if you're using words, and you might have to dig around and like find it in 2 steps, right? So reverse the image, reverse the image, reverse the image. Then you put your piece of paper in, slip it in your printer, and print it out. So here's mine. It's really light. You can see that it is printed reversed. And I had to do it 3 different times because I kept not wanting it to fall on the floor. So I would like grab the wax paper and then like kind of lift it out, and it would just, you know, like when you paint your nails and you're like, oh, they're so nice, and then you, oh, dang, you like accidentally touch one tiny spot. That's what I kept doing with my wax paper. I'd pull it out, and then like a tiny bit of it would like touch the printer, and it smears terribly. Okay, so that is the second thing that the second really important thing that you've got to pay attention to is pull it out carefully. Don't touch it. No touchy. Just set it aside, and I let mine dry out. Well, I didn't touch it for a day, but I bet you could be ready in a half an hour, maybe. Now I'm just gonna cut it out. There it is. Cut it down so you're not having too much paper to deal with. You're gonna wanna tape it in place. I tried it before without taping it. It can be done. It just you don't need to stress yourself out that much though, okay? First of all, take your wet cotton ball, or if you have a rag, not soaking wet, just tiny bit damp, and just dampen the area that you're going to put your design, and then actually dry it off again, okay? Because if you get too much water, it just blurs. You gotta start over. Not that I had to do that or anything. No, I did. I make all these mistakes, and then I come back and I help you. It's my job. Okay, now I got my design now. Pay attention to getting it straight. Okay, so I'm gonna put it down, and I am not really picky about centering things, like when I hang stuff on walls. If it looks about right, it's right. That's my logic, okay? Piece of tape down. Okay, it's already hit the water. It's already starting to come off. Let me tape it and I'll show you what I'm seeing. I don't know if it's that interesting, but I'll just show you here. Okay. And I have seen the coolest ones on Pinterest where people this one gal printed out oranges. She took a crate and she made it like beautiful old vintage orange crate, and she had big colorful oranges on it. It looked so good, and this is what she did. She literally took wax paper and a spoon. Okay, got it down. Now I take my spoon and I just work my way over it. I just push in the middle of the spoon like this, and I go around in circles. And as I go, I'll show you here in a second. As I go, the part that I'm working on becomes a lot darker, and that means it's transferring. I'm gonna do this first top word, and then you'll see what I mean, what you're looking for. It's kind of like massage that ink into the wood. Okay, so I've got the word roasted. You see how it's darker? That one has acted correctly. That's what you're going for. And now let's do the rest of this. So I'm spending a few, 10 seconds on each letter. It's just amazing that this works. I love this. Okay, 1906. Now see, this last part, the wood may have dried out a little bit. I'm gonna take a peek. Because I don't feel like 1906 is transferring. Now, do I dare to get it wet? Yeah, I'm going to. Here I go. I'm gonna get it wet. I'm gonna get the water off. Okay. It's working. You guys ready? This is the best part right here. I just love it. I love this process. There we go. It worked, and I'm just gonna let that dry. I'm not even gonna seal it because this is just gonna be a decorative piece. Yeah, let that dry. Now we come to the last part. We should paint the inside of this. And this color, if you follow my blog, you will know that I put this color. It's called Paris Flea Market. Paris Flea Market. I always want to say French. Paris, It's from Maker's Studio, a Maker's Studio. I can link it for you guys too. It's called Paris Flea Market. It is such a beautiful gray. And you gotta be careful with your grays. You probably know this. Undertones in grays will get you. They'll be purple, they'll be green, they'll be blue. And this one it has a little bit of a tan in it. I guess they call that like a graige. You should know how to say that. And it works really well with creams and whites in a room, so I highly recommend this color. It's one of my faves, and I will get you guys a link here as soon as I get off. I am going to wrap this up. I'm going to give you a link for the paint and a link so that you can print this off on your own wax paper and like do this in the next 10 minutes, okay? So thanks for stopping by. You guys are the best,